Magandang araw sa lahat. Ako pala si Teacher Wilbert, ang inyong math teacher sa araw na ito. At sa araw na ito ay ating tatalakayin ang solving real-life problems involving GCF and LCM of two given numbers. Ang ating objective sa araw na ito, solve real-life problems involving GCF and LCM. Perform the following methods: listing method, prime factorization, and continuous division. Apply the steps in solving problem using the GCF and LCM. Bago tayo magsimula, mag-review muna tayo sa mga past lesson natin. So, find the GCF of the following numbers. Una, find the GCF of 12 and 18. So, gagamit tayo ngayon ng continuous division para makuha ang GCF ng 12 at 18. So, ibaba natin ang 12 at 18. I-divide natin sila sa isang number na pareho silang divisible. So, I always start with the smallest number at ang nakita ko dito is 2. So, 12 divided by 2 equals 6. 18 divided by 2 equals 9. Now, ang 6 at 9, kung mapapansin natin, ay divisible siya ng 3. So, i-divide natin siya ng 3. So, divided by 3. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. And 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Kung mapapansin natin yung babang number, yung 2 at saka 3, ay mga prime number na. So, ibig sabihin, wala na tayong pwedeng number na pwedeng i-divide sa kanila parehas. So, ang gawin natin, itong common number na dinivide natin, na 2 at saka 3, yung pula sa kaliwa, i-multiply natin para makuha natin ang GCF. So, 2 times 3 equals 6. Ibig sabihin, ang 6 ang tinatawag nating GCF ng 12 at saka 18. Another example. Ngayon naman, kunin natin ang GCF ng 20 at saka 14. So, ang gamitin natin by listing method. So, anong ibig sabihin ng listing method? Ibig sabihin, ililist natin ang mga factors ng 20 at saka 14. Alam natin na ang 20 ay factor niyan ay 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5. So, ngayon naman, ang 24 naman ang ating kunin yung mga factors ng 24. Kaya sa tinawag na listing method, kasi ililist natin ang mga factors niya. So, sa 24, mag-start tayo sa 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, at 6 times 4. Ngayon, para mabilis nating ma-determine ang mga common nila, isulat natin sila in lowest to greatest. So, ang factor ng 20, maging 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, at saka 20. Habang ang 24 naman, 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, at saka 14. Ngayon, hanapin natin ang common nila, which is 1 at saka 2. Ngayon, para makuha natin ang greatest common factor nila ay 2. Kasi dalawa lang naman ang common nila, 1 at saka 2. Ang pinaka-greatest na ang pinakamalaki ay ang 2. Kaya ang GCF ng 20 at saka 14 ay 2. Ngayon naman ay kukunin naman natin ang LCM. Kanina GCF, ngayon this time ay hanapin natin ang LCM. By listing method, find the LCM of 6 and 8. So, ang gagawin natin dito ay skip counting tayo. So, ang 6, mag-skip counting tayo. We have 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Pwede nyo siyang i-extend kung ilan sa gusto niyo. Pero masyado nang mahaba kung tutuloy natin. So, punta naman tayo sa 8. Mag-listing method ulit tayo sa 8. So, sa 8 naman, by skip counting, we have 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, and so on and so forth. Ngayon, titingnan natin sa listing method natin, ang titingnan natin ay yung common o parehas nila. So, mapapansin mo, ang common nila ay 24. Ayan. Therefore, ang LCM ng 6 at 8 ay 24. So, ang ibig sabihin ng listing method, kung sino ang unang common na lalabas sa kanilang list or ang kanilang multiples, Yun na yung LCM natin. Another example, 12 at saka 10. So, listing method pa rin, skip counting ulit tayo. Ang 12, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. So, yun. Tuloy natin yun. Depende na sa inyo yan kung gusto nyo ituloy. Yung 10 naman, by skip counting, 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, so on and so forth. Depende na sa inyo yan. Now, kung papansinin natin, hanapin natin ang kanilang common. At mapapansin natin na ang kanilang common ay 60. Therefore, ang LCM ng 12 at saka 10 ay 60. Ganun lang po ang gagawin natin sa pag naghahanap tayo ng LCM using listing method. The heart of math education is problem solving. It is often beneficial to introduce challenging word problems that increase the student's level of understanding of GCF and LCM. GCF is the most commonly used when reducing a fraction to its lowest term, while LCM is used when adding unlike fractions. So, read and try the problem below. Sheila is making identical balloons arrangement for a party. She has 24 white balloons and 36 pink balloons. She wants arrangement to have the same number of each color. What is the greatest number of arrangement that she can make if every balloon is used? So, how can we tell if a problem requires you to use greatest common factor or GCF or LCM? Why GCF and LCM important to learn? How it is useful in real life? And let's find out. So, ang GCF, usually pag GCF, ito yung mga problems usually ask you to. Una, split things into a smaller sections. Pag inas ng isang problem na mag-split into a smaller section, meaning ang pinapahanap ng problem ay GCF. Pangalawa, figure out how many people can we invite. So, ganun din yun. GCF din siya ang hinahanap. Pangatlo, arrange something in rows or groups. At pang-apat, equally distributed two or more sets of items into their largest grouping to solve the problem. So, yun yung mga usual na pinapahanap pag tayo ay mag-i-involve ng GCF. Okay, sa paghahanap ng GCF or greatest common factor na sa isang word problem, meron tayong mga iilang term na paaring makatulong na para magiging indicator natin na GCF ang ating hinahanap. So, helpful terms in order us to know that we need to find the GCF that is usually found at the end of the problem. Take note, not all GCF problem has this keyword. So, unang keyword natin is greatest. Pag nakita natin yan sa isang word problem, meaning most of the time GCF ang ating gagawin. Pangalawa is yung biggest, ibig sabihin, pag makita tayo ng biggest sa isang problem, pag involving na siya, most of the time GCF yon. Next, maximum. Okay. So, yan yung ating mga helpful terms na maaaring makatulong sa atin na GCF pala ang ating hinahanap. So, babalikan natin yung problem natin kanina. Tingnan natin kung GCF ba o LCM ang gagamitin natin para ma-solve natin yung problem. Sheila is making identical balloons arrangement for a party. She has 24 white balloons and 36 pink balloons. She wants each arrangement to have the same number of each color. What is the greatest number of arrangement that she can make if every balloon is used? So, base sa problem natin, nakikita natin na meron equally distributed two or more sets of items into their largest grouping to solve the problem. So, ibig sabihin, GCF ang hinahanap natin dito. Besides, makikita natin sa keyword na meron siyang greatest. So, dito pa lang, maalam na natin na GCF ang ating gagawin. So let's do the GCF by continuous division. Yung 24 at 36, hanapin natin ang GCF. So divide natin sila ng 2. So 24 divided by 2 equals 12. 36 divided by 2 equals 18. So ang 12 at saka 18, i-divide ulit natin siya sa number 2. So 12 divided by 2 equals 6. 18 divided by 2 equals 9. Ngayon, kung mapapansin natin, yung 6 at saka 9 ay divisible sila ng 3. So, i-divide natin sila sa 3. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. And 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Ngayon, ang 2 at saka 3 ay hindi na natin pwedeng i-divide kasi mga prime number na sila. So, gagawin natin, i-multiply natin yung nasa left side number natin. So, ito yung 2, 2, at saka 3. So, yun, multiply natin. 2 times 2 times 3 equals 12. So, ibig sabihin, itong 12 ang ating GCF. So, ibig sabihin, 12 balloons of each type can she use. So, ganun lang yung problem natin. So, masosolve natin siya using the GCF. Let's try another problem. Miss Cortez goes to market once every 3 days. Miss Grande goes to same market once every 5 days. If the last day they went together was on the first day of April, on which date they will go together again? How can we tell if the problem requires you to use the greatest common factor or the least common multiple to solve the problem? So, dito pa lang, hindi natin alam kung GCF ba o LCM ang ating hahanapin. Ngayon, paano ba natin masasabi or paano natin malalaman na LCM ang ating hahanapin? So, paano ba talaga natin malalaman na ang problem ay requires you to solve or to find the LCM? So, LCM problems usually ask you to check if an event that will be repeating over and over, purchase or get multiple items in order to have enough, figure out when something will happen again at the same time. Sa LCM, meron din tayong mga keywords na maaring makatulong na nagpapakita na LCM pala ang ating hinahanap. So, helpful terms in order us to know that we need to find the LCM that is usually found at the end of the problem. Take note, not all LCM problem has this keyword. Una ay least, yung salitang least. Pangalawa, ang smallest. Pangatlo ay minimum. Yun yung mga basic or mga helpful terms na maaaring makatulong sa atin na LCM pala ang ating hinahanap. So, balikan natin yung ating problem kanina. Miss Cortez goes to market once every 3 days. While Miss Grande goes to same market once every 5 days. If the last time they went together in the same market was on first day of April, on which date they will go together again. So this problem requires us to figure out when something will happen again at the same time. Ibig sabihin, ang hinahanap natin dito ay LCM. So, para makuha natin ng LCM ng 3 days at 5 days, gagamit tayo ngayon ng listing method. So, kunin natin ang skip counting ng 3 ay 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, so on and so forth. Ngayon, kunin naman natin ang skip counting ng 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, so on and so forth. Ngayon mapapansin natin na meron silang common number at yun ay ang 15. Ibig sabihin, ang LCM nila ay 15. So, ibig sabihin, they will go together again in the market in next 15 days. Since nagkita sila noong April 1st dadagdagan na lang natin ng 15 days, so magiging April 16. So, ibig sabihin, magkikita ulit sila sa market na yon, same market, on April 16. So, let's try another example. A bell rings every 20 minutes. A horn blows every 30 minutes. If the swimmer heard two sounds at 8 o'clock a.m., at what time he will hear the sounds together again. So this problem, figure out again when something will happen again at the same time. So ibig sabihin, LCM ang ating hahanapin dito. So let's use continuous division of 30 and 20. So divide natin sila ng 2. So 20 divided by 2 equals 10. And 30 divided by 2 equals 15. Ngayon, yung 10 at saka 15, pwede silang i-divide or divisible by 5. So, i-divide natin sila ng 5. So, 10 divided by 5 equals 2 and 15 divided by 5 is equal 3. So, mapapansin natin, yung 2 at saka 3 ay mga prime number na. So, hindi na natin sila pwedeng i-divide. So, ang gagawin natin, yung 2 at saka 5, ay imumultiply na natin pati yung 2 at saka 3. Ang tawag natin dito ay L-shaped multiplication. So, imumultiply natin ang 2, 5, 2 at saka 3. So, 2 times 5 times 2 times 3 equals 60. Ibig sabihin, ang LCM ng 20 at saka 30 ay 60. So they both make sounds again in 60 minutes or in 1 hour. Since they make sounds together at 8 o'clock plus 1 hour, ibig sabihin 9 o'clock a.m. sila gagawa or they make sounds together at 9 o'clock a.m. So ganun lang siya kadali. So kunin natin ang LCM, so 60 minutes or 1 hour. Then, dadag na lang natin kung kailan sila nagsabay tumunog sa 8 a.m. So 8 a.m. plus 1 hour equals 9 a.m. At 9 a.m., tutunog sila ulit dalawa. So let us check your understanding. So read and understand each problem. Write GCF beside the number if the problem involves GCF, and LCM if the problem involves LCM. Number 1. A train to Tutuban leaves a station every 7 minutes. Another train to Blumentritt leaves the station every 6 minutes. Suppose it is 6:30 a.m. right now. At what time they will both train leave the station together? So the correct answer is LCM. Number 2. Gabi has 14 pencils and 28 pens to distribute to his classmates. Each student must receive the same number of pens and pencils, and they will no more pens and pencils left. What is the greatest number of students in that class? So the correct answer is GCF. Kasi dito may makikita tayong keyword na greatest. Number 3. Remy can save 9 pesos every day while Linda can save 15 pesos. What is the least number of days that will take each person to save the same amount of money? Correct answer is LCM. Kasi dito mayroon tayong keyword na least. Number 4. Charlie's moms gave him 60 peso bills while Jana's moms gave her 90 peso bills. They want to give the same amount of money to charity. What is the greatest donation they can make? So the correct answer is GCF from the word greatest. So number 5. A man smiled at her wife every 3 seconds, while the wife smiles back every 6 seconds. When will both husband and wife smile at each other again at the same time? So the correct answer is LCM. Okay, for activity number 1, Let us read and analyze each problem involving GCF, then solve. Use the 4-step plan in solving problems. So, bibigyan ko lang kayo ng 3 minutes para sagutan ang dalawang problem na to. And your 3 minutes starts now. I hope you learned something today. Again, I am Teacher Wilbert, ang nagsasabing, ang batang matyaga ay batang matgaling. Hanggang sa muli nating pagkikita, paalam!